just focus on objectives and see like what we saw during our HQ versus Nova match. But we'll have to see. It is Liyab. It is J Team. Anything could happen.
Now let's go ahead and load up into Champion Select. Cabbage going to be helping out Liyab on the draft, and Ratas as well as Cold Ice for J Team. As we start things off here with a Syndra ban from Liyab.
This could, I don't know if this could be a setup for a Zoe pick.
That's
Rex.
what they did last time. That's what they did last time. Aphelios banned out here by J Team for Liyab. Let's see what they want to go for. Oh,
okay.
They ban away the Zoe from Nesty. That makes sense.
Interesting.
It also makes it so Rex can't play it, so I guess that's a win-win in some people's opinion. J Team likely going to be a Senna ban. Yeah, there it is.
A Senna. So there are a couple of options, I suppose. I don't think we've never seen Kurd play a set, but we did see Rex play set a couple of times. He has also played Camille top and as well as the Nocturne top. I do forget which team they were up against, but I'm guessing Rex could either stick to his guns or perhaps surprise us later on in towards the draft, and that'll be an Olaf ban against Hana.
What's going on? All right, so Liyab are like, okay, so we've played all these champions, and we're just going to get rid of them. That's the big brain here.
Interesting. Very interesting. So a lot is open. Not going to be the... Because usually you see at the first rotation of bans, you see at least pop up, but this time around, we're not going to be seeing Olaf in this draft. So perhaps... I'm not sure. We haven't seen Dodoy on the Elise just yet. I mean,
it is open, so you might as well take it, I think.
Yeah.
If you're on the side of Liyab. It's been enough to draw bans in the PCS, so having that one open, you can see Dodoy's looking pretty happy about it, so I think Liyab are going to be okay with this first pick. That does mean, though, Set could be taken here by the side of J Team. If they wanted to.
Oh, right. Renekton is open again. So this will be the second time. Either you get the Ezreal here, if ever, for J Team, if you do want to secure that bot lane. Unless Lil V is going to play whatever.
Remember, they have also... Oh, no, they got rid of the Ornn there. So I was going to say, they've also played the Ornn mid, but it's not available.
Ooh.
I think you get jungle. Might as well. You don't need to show your hands so quickly. So you just go ahead and get the Rek'Sai in response to the Elise.
So, for AD carries, I think EXO was the very first one to bring up Kai'Sa in the PCS. That was around 10.4. It's going to be a different story this time around for 10.5 as she has been buffed. But that's going to be a Pantheon.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, I think this is Rex's first time on the Pantheon. Yeah, because the Pantheon's only been played once, and it was actually by J Team against their match with Nova. So a bit of a switcher up here coming out from Liyab. Are they also going to go? Okay, they take Ezreal too. We haven't seen Ezreal either from Exosun. A bunch of brand new picks coming out for Liyab in their first game of Week 3.
Yeah, usually we see the Misfortune pop up, but again, at this time, okay, gonna deny the Nautilus already. Hamas hasn't played Nautilus actually in the PCS, not yet. But this is a great take from J Team. You have the really strong engage and a tanky front line for yourself. So now the question is, what will Nesty play and what will Lil V play this time around? Because again, EXO gonna be the first time on that Ezreal, really safe lane. So I remember we were discussing on how sometimes or usually the first blood on Liyab games happens at the bottom side of the map, so perhaps this will be a different story. Yeah, I really love this Ezreal pick. Safe and quite a monster during his 2-item power spike.
Yeah, so we got that Varus now banned out on the side of Liyab. Set is going to sit on the bench himself, as J Team don't want to see that picked up by Liyab. Again, this Pantheon could flex up into top lane if they really wanted to. Because we haven't seen Rex on something like this, so that's why I'm like a little bit interested. Kalista actually drawing a ban, which is fair, as that's not going to be available now for Lil V. And did J Team lose a ban? They might have actually. They may have not gotten to the studio in time. I'll have to double check with League Ops, but yeah, there's not a ban there. So for J Team, what do they want to try and pick up?
Okay, there you go.
There's your Kai'Sa.
There is the Kai'Sa. And this time, we're not going to be. It might not work. she's in a different, she's in a better place rather.
She's
in
in
the
a better
patch.
place.
Not that guys.
Oh jeez.
But yeah, in terms of patch, she has been buffed. So she is definitely a little bit better than before. And now we see James on the Braum, which is going to be his first time on that champion. Meanwhile, we're still missing a mid laner for both of these teams. Potentially if Liyab does flex the Pantheon up top. We'll see. I mean, Liyab has pulled a bunch of surprises before. Shen mid. Oh, so
Okay,
it's
they're
Rex
gonna
top.
do the. This is such an early game comp from Liyab. You have to end this game so fast. Oh boy, like they're early to mid game. You got some heavy hitters. I'll give you that. But like late game here, Ezreal can be a bit of a monster, but like I gotta give late game over to the J team. This is Liyab picking very risky here.
High risk, high reward kind of draft. We'll see if they're able to execute this well, because we've seen how Nova wanted to play on where they will probably try to rely on their mid game. But if J team tries the same thing as what AHQ did, it could get a little bit awkward. And there's not going to be a lot of options in terms of trying to slow the game down. Because
I'm concerned because like Kurd can get a good advantage in lane, but in all honesty, I'd rather almost see that Jace mid lane. I'd like to actually maybe see them go for a lane swap possibly. But what's interesting enough, we have a Nautilus mid lane on the side of JT.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a switch, right? Because Thresh was the last pick.
Yeah, Thresh was the last lock, and we didn't even get to this Nautilus pickup yet, which. Again, Nautilus can just push in the wave pretty well, so we'll have to see how Rex tries to handle it. He's going to be going up against the big submarine boy in mid lane. Kurd will have his opportunity to go carry to carry against Res in top. We'll see how that one unfolds as we go ahead and load on into the Rift for our second game of the night.
This is pretty spicy in terms of draft. I mean, it could be if I look at it, Rex could have played the Nautilus because he did play Galio before. And Pantheon, Nasty played that once, and I think it didn't work out so well. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to this one.
You got to be careful though, JT. They got all the hook boys now. You got the Thresh, you got the Nautilus.
On the same team.
All they need is that Blitzcrank. Come on.
Blitzcrank top.
What Blitzcrank top? Excuse me. You go 80 carry Thresh.
Oh
and
yeah,
then Blitz
that works.
support.
Works.
That's the big play.
Cause yeah, that would be really funny though. If top Blitzcrank and everyone just converges into the mid lane to gank or try to do something. If the first hook doesn't fail, you have two more.
That's something else there. So we see that back. Again, Cabbage actually helped us because I completely forgot this was a thing where you put down your trinket and you go straight back to base and you get your sweeper, and by the time you get back to your camp, you'll have your sweeper again.
Right.
So you get like a free ward is pretty much why you see the jungle sometimes back like that. And same with Doi Doi actually. Both of them went to top side just to put down the ward and then just went back to base for the sweeper.
Yep, sorry, that is the game. Quite scary for, actually J-Team's gank is actually pretty scary. Hard TC, pretty much secured. Damage, especially coming from the Rek'Sai at this point, very,
but he went
very
Conqueror.
effective. Huh?
He went Conqueror.
Oh, not the Halo Blade.
Why did he like
sorry,
Halo
Opal.
Blade's got a slight nerf. So slight nerf to Halo Blades in this patch is pretty much the cooldown on the amount of times it can be procced is pretty much every 8 seconds it can be procced while you're outside of battle. So the main thing was pretty much people were able to abuse it by pretty much going into a fight, doing your full combo with Rek'Sai, and then and then tunnel out, wait 4 seconds, go back in. That was kind of the battle pattern that you had available to the Rek'Sai. Now it's not as abusable. I still think it's better. I think early game it's actually ridiculous still to go with that on the Rek'Sai.
I was trying to think if I was thinking of another rune. Was that, forgot the rune that was kind of nerfed or buffed rather for melees? What was that?
Technically it was Halo Blades too.
Yeah, it was Halo Blades.
So
okay,
pretty much if you have an auto attack reset, it doesn't count to the attack being used. So pretty much you get like a free, you can get another free auto attack in there. So instead of 3, you get 4 in theory. That's the main reason why. Is Doi Doi, oh, he's hunting. Oh, he's got an idea. Oh, he's going to get knocked up here, but still. Ooh! That was a sneaky flash coming through. Doi Doi, wait a sec. Woo! Doi Doi, what kind of flash was that? I'm still waiting for this roam. Oh, here comes ST. Here comes Rest. Doi Doi has nowhere to run. He's going to try and go on over. He gets close. He's able to get the cocoon. Flash forward, though, from ST. That's going to be first blood going over to J-Team as Hana able to avoid the cocoon, but here comes Kurd and Rex. They're jumping on in. The import duo want to get in on the action. That's going to be a flash away. Waiting on cooldown. It's a double kill coming out for the Jace on Kurd.
What an opening by Liyab. I really, really thought they could have not just tried to take at least a consolation prize. This was interesting.
If Doi Doi had like a suspicion he was there, I'd almost like to see the cocoon go through the brush, but yeah, a little unfortunate. Oh, that was such a nice flash coming out from Hana. Doi Doi tried to be like sneaky about it, but he's also against a Rek'Sai. He has Tremor Set.
Exactly. And then this is where the rest of the collapse happened, where Doi Doi, I thought it could have lived, but the flash auto from Nesty just finished it all, and therefore, where did the buffs go? So Kurd got one of the buffs.
Oh, Kurd got both the buffs.
Oh, right. And then Nesty had that, and therefore, boom, no buffs for the junglers. Actually, it's very unfortunate for Hana.
Yeah, and also Rest here. Now he's got to go into lane against the blue buff, red buff Chase for the next minute and a half. So unfortunate. Also, that means he gets serrated. Oh, no. This is what happens. Okay, Kurd, this is your opportunity to sell me this Jace pick. If he's able to get like he does no teleport, he's going to get free turret plating off this. This is ridiculous. Kurd is going to have a massive advantage now.
Oh, he's going to switch to melee.
Yeah. He doesn't even need to be honest, but he can.
And it does more damage, I believe, if you switch to melee.
Slightly more damage.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Rest is going to be behind. I want to know what happened here because he just dives in. Nicely done, cancel. That was just beautiful. And then one more auto attack, and then the red buff also, it just basically dominoes.
He's up here. He's like, let's kill him again.
He's level 3.
Oh, no. This is like Rest. This is pretty much what happens when you go in solo queue and you're like, okay, well, everyone fed kills now. My laner's ahead. Meanwhile, though, J-Team were able to pick up the Drake. You can see Kurd is trying to zone him and proxy wave.
Yeah.
No, okay. So he's 3 levels ahead of Rest right now. This is ridiculous.
I haven't seen this kind of lead
Kurd,
in terms of level.
Kurd, yeah, you gotta. I want to see this lead go elsewhere on the map. I don't want to see you pushing in top the entire time. All right, that's all I'm asking here. All right. Bot lane. This is the. We're still gonna go to top lane. Observers are like, they're going to dive Rest. I dare you. They're going to just try and dive Rest again. Poor Rest. He's not able to get to his tower to get any experience. The Rek'Sai, Hana's like, he was thinking of going top, and then he didn't.
There's 2 plates left. There's 2 plates left, and then the thing is, because the rest of the lanes are not exactly like air quote a kill lane, and therefore Doi can just focus this part of the map and not be pressured at all. I mean, Dragon hasn't even spawned yet.
So the big brain play here is because
sorry.
So the big brain play here is because Rest isn't able to get in XP range. Doi Doi can actually help soak up this experience, and Kurd is still ahead of Rest in gaining level advantage. That's pretty much why Doi Doi stayed so far up there. So now Rest, he'll catch back up a little bit, but Kurd will just naturally. Okay, let's see. Woody's nearby, and they also see Woody. Rest is now down 3 levels. Okay, here we go. Pantheon ultimate. They're just going to go for the full commit. That forces out a teleport. That's going to be the cocoon, and Woody not able to land the hook. Meanwhile, Doi Doi over toward the side, and this is Liyab from the Philippines just playing some chaotic League of Legends. It gets them a 2,000 gold advantage, probably all on Kurd, by the way.
This is the complete opposite of game number 1, Opal. This is the complete opposite.
I'm loving it. This is great. This is the League of Legends I wanted to see in PCS, by the way, chat. This is what I wanted.
Hard same.
Now, to be frank, when I predicted Liyab, this is not how I expected it at all to go, by the way. I thought, they could win some good team fights. No, it's Kurd literally 2 levels, 3 levels up of Rest.
It's insane. I think this is the first time we're seeing, in the PCS in general, this amount of, level gap. Now, we'll see though. what the plan is as we see.
Oh, that's an evil buy, too. That's such an evil buy from Kurd. Meanwhile, Woody, he's going to get the hook on over to Rex. Rex has level 6, though. That's still a decent chunk of damage. Liyab's early game damage is actually ridiculous. There comes the flash auto into the true shot barrage. It's a double kill on Rex. And, man, the solo lanes of Liyab, they are fed and they are ready to go. And like I said, early game, this team needs to win.
Yes.
They have like 25 minutes to do it, so Liyab got to keep up the pace.
Liyab is on fire. And right now, since, you know, Rest is still not level 6, this just opens up Rift Herald. Actually, especially that top side of the map in general. And I really love this this collapse by Liyab. I mean, you do get the hook on towards the support, but that exhaust really just scared Lil V away. Nesty already has expended, I think, his flash and as well as Q, so therefore, nowhere else to go.
Oh no, poor Rest. You know what's coming top lane. They're not, I don't even think they need to use the Rift Herald on this one. Rest has to back off. He's 3 levels down. And look at the buy. It was actually a Kindle Gem, so he's getting an extra bit of health. He's also getting some cooldown reduction. He also went and got the Ninja Tabbies right away. So poor Rest at the moment. He can't stay. Oh, no. Oh, level 6 for Rest here. Let's see. Kurd jumping on in. That's going to be a flash of... It don't matter. He's too far ahead. And bloody heck, that is Kurd absolutely dominating this matchup with the help of Doi Doi.
2 of our worries were basically cancelled in this match. I wouldn't really call it, you know, Liyab's game just yet, but based from their start, where our worries were, will the Jace pick work, and will Dodoi still make amazing plays, not on the Lee Sin, and everything is just crossed out of that list.
Rest, this is how desperate Rest is. He realizes that Elise is probably still there. There's no reason for Kurd to leave this lane right now. Nothing is up in the jungle, and he still advances forward. That's how desperate Rest is at this point when it comes to the game.
He just wanted to soak.
He wants some experience. That's all he wants. Okay, does J-Team try and get a little cheesy themselves? They got some vision down. James is going to get caught out here. He saw it. Oh, he didn't see it.
Oh,
he got a ward. Now he sees it.
Nicely done. Okay, I really thought James was going to die there, but Dragon's about to spawn, but the hot spot right now for Liyab is at top side, and therefore... yeah, they're pretty much comfy, in a comfy state at the moment, with Rest already catching in levels. But he
literally has half the gold of Kurd. Kurd has doubled his gold right now. Rest only has 2,400 gold. Kurd has 5,000. This is ridiculous. They end up using the Rift Herald in mid just to get the plating and get some extra gold, but with this much now gold in the pockets of Liyab, you got a 10-minute YOLO's Ghostblade, by the way, on this Pantheon.
For some reason,
you don't know how excited I am. This is just a wacky game. This is the League of Legends I was looking forward to. And they're also going to go ahead and pick up an Ocean Drake. So,
Liyab.
Rest. Don't even be in your lane anymore. Kurd doesn't care. Oh, my God. This is just looking like the Shy on IG the other night when it came to the... And this time it's just Jace. This is disgusting.
Liyab. Curtis, this is what you were looking for, Opal. We wanted the Liyab of their first game in the PCS, and looks like we're seeing it once more. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Interesting part. Yeah, we're going to take a look at this replay.
The Rest can't go, like...
Amazing.
I don't even know, like, you can lane swap Rest at this point, but the Jace will follow him.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, as far as I know, this is officially Kurd's first ever team.
Well, yeah, because he played on, well, Rex was the one who played in Challengers for the one split, if I recall correctly, over in Korea. So this is Kurd's, you could say, debuted in Professional League of Legends.
Yeah, Professional League of Legends. Yeah, in the first, like, major league. So this is an insane start for Kurd.
It's a 5,000 gold. All right, Liyab. We question sometimes your advantages and how you're able to handle it. Let's see what they can do. We even saw on the player cam, Sam is already being very proactive when it comes to the comms. Oh, Kurd is coming down. I don't think you want the Woody. Run for your life at this point. Nice dodge coming out there from Lil V as he was exhausted. Also running Hail Blades on the... Hail Blades, Kaisa. I just realized that.
Oh, yeah.
Hail Blades, Kaisa. Okay. That is fully for the burst, but okay, that's different. I haven't seen that before. Oh, Doidoi.
Doidoi.
He's going to get caught out here. He's going to be the flash into the ultimate. Here comes Kurt, though, as well as Rex. That's going to be the kill going on over, but there you go. A decent chunk of damage coming out from Rex. Not able to finish off the kill, though. Woody's going to try and go for the re-engage. Here comes the rest of the team. Now Liyab have to decide, do you go for this 4v5 or do you go,
What?
oh my god, the damage! Rest is almost eliminated instantly from the fight, and Rex is able to find the target. Shutdown comes back on over. Exon using the True Shot Barrage. Hamas going down low. Woody's going to be caught out toward the side. Rex is going to get re-engaged upon. Exosen needs to find a way out or find himself a way to get a kill at least. Is able to flash away. Liyab, they're giving up kills left and right in a fight they did not need to take.
That was interesting. Liyab was pretty much confident in taking on J-Team in their own jungle. Looks like it's over. I was a little bit worried that they were going to get one unofficial ace. This is interesting because Doidoi was quite confident actually.
I know you guys are this far ahead, but once Doidoi, okay, yeah, they got every ult. They got the big one, which is this Nautilus ultimate. So they're like, all right, we can go for this fight. But unfortunately, Doidoi is just chunked too low at this point.
Oh, Kurd.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kurd could not finish off anything else.
Yeah, he was pretty much in the middle of everything, and I think it was the advantage of rest. He was exhausted. He was pretty low.
Rest literally came into the fight and got bursted. Like, Liyab are fair to feel confident. Luckily for Liyab, that 850 shutdown didn't go onto a carry. It went onto the Rex side. So not end of the world where the shutdowns went, but still they got one shutdown. Kurd got killed. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
That is not what you wanted to do, Liyab.
Interesting. We've seen this before, though, where I think it was Kurd on the Renekton, and sometimes this leads you to be like probably overexcited, which is understandable because you have a huge chunk of lead against the enemy top laner, and again, you're actually fighting Rest, who's a veteran.
So my question is for Liyab, you had such a big advantage. Why is there absolutely no vision into J-Team's side of the map? There is absolutely none. Like, J-Team have fully cleared it out. That allows them to take the Rift Herald immediately. Like, if they want to go for those aggressive plays, they need to get vision. There's absolutely no vision for the side of Liyab past the river.
That is true. I guess based on the games we've seen so far in the PCS, I think it's one of the stats that weren't like as strong as the rest of the PCS teams, especially the former LMS.
Kurd, this is just unnecessary. Why are you trying to go for this?
So he tried. Oh!
Why did he take the blast cone?
So
what?
Interesting.
That's just a full-on mistake from Kurd.
I think what they wanted to go for is assuming, like, again, they don't have vision, so they don't have information.
So
where
it's just going to happen again? Kurd, he's able to get a decent amount of damage on back. There's going to be Rek'Sai ultimate coming out. Kurd needs to finish off the kill. He's not able to. Rest is going to try and hunt him down. He should be able to. Oh, no stun. Kurd gets away with his life. Yeah, they need vision into the side of J-Team.
Exactly. If they want to push through with their lead and try to make picks here and there, they were a little bit confident. Okay.
Excellent's just too far. There's no.
Oh.
Okay, Woody gets the kill at least. So unfortunately, J-Team are getting these kills back, but the gold keeps going on to like the wrong carries.
Okay, so they get their second dragon of the game for Liyab. It's quite interesting because it's so topsy-turvy. It's like we're not getting a break.
There's no need for going for this. But they still try. I'll give it to Liyab. They got the guts. But there's no need to be trying to invade for a bloody blue buff at 17 minutes.
Okay. I think it's a time where Liyab is like, okay, gotta relax a little bit, and I think it shows they're not as aggressive as earlier. Although you do want to take advantage of the lead that you have.
Mm-hmm.
They do get dragon, no contest whatsoever. But in the meantime, though, the question is where you go from here, because they do want to try to establish vision to at least try to take advantage of J-Team still not, in that popping off mode.
So we'd actually take a look here. As far as gold for Liyab, good thing so far is most of the lanes are even. It's about a 900 advantage to bot lane, which is going to be likely you're looking at an. Okay, that's not. Okay, he literally just finished his call. Never mind. It's now a 1,300 advantage onto that Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's starting to get a little far ahead of Exosin. That's a little concerning. Kurd is able to maintain this gold lead, but now it's really hard. Let's see, Doidoi's going to come on over. He just steals away the Krug. Looks like it's mine now.
All right, denying more away from rest, basically. So therefore, they will play at this part of the map since Kurt is there anyways. I think they can't afford to do so because of, well, they do have really nice engage, if you ask me. They can rely on Nesty for that, and Hana with the burrow up on burrow. Dodoi.
Flashing forward, not able to land the cocoon. Oh.
I love that silence before that flash.
That was rough. Doidoi's going to want that flashback. Mid lane, though, with this Jace, Nesty going for the hook. It is also a Proto Belt Nautilus, by the way. He's a big boy. Another true shot. We got Lil V down to about half health.
All right, so Trinity Force still not going to be completed for Exosin. And I expect him to ramp up a little bit more and most likely be able to, I wouldn't say contribute, but be a threat on the side of Liyab. Rex?
I figure something's fishy, but he's not sure.
Poor people.
There's so many people around him. Riptail's going to get popped, so they know that the jungle's nearby. Rex is now going to immediately realize, okay, I might be in danger if I stay. J-Team are going to show 2/3 in mid, though.
Ooh.
So that will let Rex actually clear that out, I think, with no issue.
Yep, he is going to be up against Rest, who has already... Whoa!
All right, if you keep landing those shock blasts, there you go. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Oh, poke the Kai'Sa, I guess. Doi. Oh, they know. Liyab, no, they're just going to go ahead. They just try. There is going to be the hook, though, immediately onto Kurd. Kurd is going to be the target. He gets himself to safety. Hammer Smash comes on down, but it's not enough. And now Lil V still okay toward the side. Exosin's not getting any damage off at this point. In comes the Pantheon, though, and is going to rejoin to the fight.
What?
Rex is getting the double kill. Lil V still alive, though, and that is your main damage threat on the side of J-Team, as he's able to survive.
Insane turnaround by Liyab. I mean, Rex flying from downtown and then just getting that double kill. That was beautiful. Unfortunate, though, I don't think that was Liyab's intention. I don't think that's how they wanted that fight to end up on. So for Liyab, I think they'll take that. And for J-Team, that almost was their fight, except when Rex arrived.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kurd gets hooked at the very edge by Woody there, so they put all their damage immediately onto the Jace. He's not able to do a whole lot. He gets his combo off. Exosin, though, yeah, that's like the worst place to be as an Ezreal, right in the thick of things. You can barely get any of your targets off. Pantheon ultimate, maybe he was trying to get in range, but the double pickup there. Nice bit of gold going on over. The thing that is concerning for Liyab is they were not able to kill that Kai'Sa during that fight. And that Kai'Sa, like, killer instinct into the fight. So the fact that they're not able to finish off the Kai'Sa already, I'm a little concerned. It is more of the on-hit Kai'Sa. We're not seeing the super burst, even with the changes to our W. We're not seeing that AP possible build we might have thought would come out. True Shot Barrage, well, it gets a chunk of damage.
Yep, gonna be already done with a Stinger. Gonna go with Nasher. The thing is, that's the tricky part, because whenever they're going to be together, or they're going to do clashes, it's just 3 people that will block all of the shots for Lil V. And it makes things a little bit awkward. And you do have Lil V for that backline access on the Killer Instinct. And therefore, again, they have to be in the middle of things and therefore endanger themselves. So the technique is rather just replicate what they did earlier, try to poke them out before going all in. Because at this point, JT has quite a beefy front line.
I've seen this before. I've seen this exact fight before. ST over toward the side, not able to land the hook. Ooh. Neither is Woody. That one ward in that brush has paid off a lot here for Liyab. That's why I was encouraging. You should get some ward coverage, Liyab. Let's see. Rest is going to have to deal with Rex and Doi here, so that they could look for a fight. Into the double stun immediately. Decent amount of damage. Rest is able to get his damage off, but Rex is going to be able to pick up the kill as they find the dive in bot lane. It doesn't look like J-Team is going to be able to respond.
That was such a clean kill coming from Liyab. Now they're going to transition into taking this one, taking this tower as, again, it's going to be too late for J-Team to try and rotate over there. Especially if we see LYB backing at the moment, and both AD carries have already gotten their stacks as well on their Muramana. For J-Team, I think Liyab can keep doing this. Try to poke, get pickoffs, and then try to just slowly whittle away J-Team. Well, I want to say slowly. They gotta do it.
They gotta
faster.
do it. They gotta do it. Like again, if Kurd gets hooked, or it's mainly Kurd at this point. If Kurd gets caught out during these fights, Liyab have difficulties. If they're able to catch out the Kaisa, on the other hand, it's a much easier time. I think for the side of Liyab, the thing they're going to be concerned about is their primary engage that's going to be trying to jump onto this Kaisa in the back line. Heavy coordination is needed. On top of that, it's very telegraphed on the side. You're gonna if you see a Pantheon ultimate, you can guess what's going to happen. It's going to be a Pantheon jumping onto your Kaisa. So there's enough time for LYB to pretty much disengage at that point. With the Cloud Drake, though, you're going to get that ultimate cooldown reduction, which is going to be nice. They're going to be, if they are able to get Soul on the next dragon, that's going to be 30% ult CD, which is great for that Ezreal, because there's a chance you can get 2 True Shot Barrages off during a fight if you get landing enough Mystic shots, as well as you have enough cooldown reduction yourself. On top of that, there's going to be a Pantheon ultimate. Getting that up off cooldown is always great to have as well. It's kind of unfortunate they have the 2 shapeshifters in their composition that don't really benefit at all from cooldown reduction on their ults, but those are at least the keys for Liyab. They just got to be careful here and not get caught out. Decent chunk of damage. You can see Kurd's damage starting to waver a little bit. Early game, it's very powerful, but once he starts stacking some health and armor, he's got to land a couple of those shot blasts.
That's true. Well, good news. At least we can see already Ezreal reaching his sweet spot there. But the thing is, let's see if Liyab does the same thing. I forgot what game that was where they danced around the Baron pit for so long. Probably going to take this mid first.
There we go. Here's the engage immediately. Exosin is going to be fine. Hook doesn't land on the Doi. Decent chunk of damage into a True Shot Barrage. And guess what? That is a teleport down now on the Kaisa. And Liyab, they had to respect it because they didn't know which teleport was coming through, if it was going to be Rest or LYB's. If Hamas has really good timing, he would have been like, it's going to be the Kaisa, we can just back off. But look how the vision is. Liyab are going super aggressive. Now there's the other teleport. It's going to be Nesty trying to go into the back line, and Liyab are so separated, but they're able to take down the Kaisa. And now Rex rejoins in onto the fight. Rest trying to at least trade back another kill. Exosin able to pick up a double, and he's looking for the triple kill as Liyab clean up house and take down 4 members of J-Team.
Liyab be wild in here. I really thought that was an awkward position to start the fight, but Liyab has done it. Clutch redemption heal as well, and probably Arcane Shift on cooldown, off cooldown earlier. And with that, I think if they push through, they can finish the game.
It'd be risky. 15 seconds on that Nautilus. I don't think Liyab can finish. No, they're a little slow. Without Kurd, they can't rip apart these towers. It's a little early there to call it, but let's take another look at the fight here as LYB is the one that gets caught out.
Yeah, there were no vision what's for Liyab at that time, so they were still pretty much confident, as they have already chunked LYB to half, and that's the reason why they were quite brave, and LYB actually jumped in to try to finish off the kill. And again, this is quite messy because there's just 2 members from JT, the only one left, and EXO survived that onslaught. And I thought he was going to fall from that one. And now it's Dragon Soul time, therefore J-Team.
J-Team are down. Ooh, that's a good chunk of damage. So we saw exactly what happens there with J-Team. If Kaisa gets caught, it's game over. And this is J-Team. They're pretty much having to pull a trigger and say, all right, we kind of have nothing left. We got to go for a massive team fight. We got to take away this Drake. Doi is nearby. He's going to go in. He gets the dragon away, and that should be the nail in the coffin. We'll see as Rex tries to jump onto the Kaisa. They rip apart the Rek'Sai. Now jumping in onto that Void 80 carry. Able to get to safety, though, is LYB. Trying to kite back. Gets stunned up, and the rest of Liyab, they got their target set as they clean up. Ace comes through, and it's a fiery blaze from Liyab as they look to close out the game.
They want to close out the game, and there's a teleport in. They're marching towards the base of J-Team, starting and ending the game in an explosive note. Oh my word, Liyab is Well, Liyab is literally on fire.
And there you go, Liyab able to find the upset victory over J-Team. And with that, they're able to go 4-3 on the record in the PCS and start off week 3 with a win.
Okay, that was crazy because all the wins that they've had so far has been Nova Esports, Versailles Dragons, and HKA. So again, taking a win, taking a W against a former LMS team must feel really, really good for Liyab right now. And it's not even the type of victory where it was close, it was risky, it was basically early game stop and then
You say risky. There was a bit of risk.
Okay,
the way they were playing there at the end, Riku, in that mid-game where they kept going into the jungle with absolutely no vision one at a time.
Yeah.
That is a risky play, Liyab. You should not do that.
It is.
Vision control, I think that's the one takeaway if they're going to look at something negative overall in this game, is the vision was lackluster considering how big of a lead Liyab had. Now, on the other hand, team fights, they knew what their target was, get rid of the Kaisa, boom, end of the game pretty much for J-Team. That's your consistent damage output on their side when it comes to the AD carry. The team fights, they weren't able to find her. It gets a little risky, and you're kind of lucky she didn't build a Runeans, because in that last fight, there was also the possibility of them taking that. That
is true. And this is going to be a replay of the very first fight we saw before level 6. On where Hana just flashed through the cocoon. So,
yeah, that's
nice read.
I don't actually know. Doi might have just completely missed that, to be honest. The angle there was, I don't even know Hana, because Hana's flash looked late. So maybe Doi ended up missing that one. But in the end, Liyab, this is what all starts it. Yeah, it's a double kill for Kurd, which is just huge. And that put Rest so far behind. And for me, that was the kind of the weird thing from the side of J-Team is that we saw no response to that.
Yeah.
Usually if your jungle and top lane are going to be sharing experience, you got to punish that. You got to look for something. But no, Rest was left out to dry, and he was only level 3 when Kurt got to level 6, level 7, and Doida was able to help soak up that experience at the same time.
Yeah, it was a good chunk of, I think, 5 minutes to 6 minutes of, Rest trying to catch up in experience. And look at that damage graph. My word. Kurd.
I do feel like Kurd gets his MVP on Jason. I think he gets it.
I think he should.
I wasn't too impressed with that Ezreal, to be honest. There was a couple Ezreal plays. He got a triple kill at one point. But like there was a couple fights in that Ezreal was a little you're like, yeah, that's a little risky. I have to question, kind of comes back to J-Team's draft was, I feel like Nesty, well, he hasn't been doing that great, so I understand putting him on something more just CC bot.
Yeah.
But they lacked everything else. And once the shutdown was there onto the Renekton, I think that was just game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, you wanted to rely on Rest, especially on your early fights, but unfortunately, boom.
I argue this. I think Kurt actually did get this. Kurt played insane. Doi! Okay, he did smite away that final dragon. So Doi did all right, too. Doi, congratulations.
Yeah,
he's going to be taking her MVP. Jungle for Liyab. So he had an all right.
Rex also had a really nice game in this one.
Yeah, Rex's Pantheon was really good too. Actually, I'm impressed. Rex, play more champs like that, please. that was fine.
I think it does suit his style. I mean, we did see him on like the Zoe or the LeBlanc, or actually even the Galio. At some point. But this is nice because again. A lot of star players on Liyab, and they really shined in this game for J-Team. Kurd, most especially. I am scared. I have no words.
See, they picked the Jace. Now that's the third time. It works 1 out of 3 times. It's pretty much what Liyab has said. I don't know if Kurd's ever going to get another double kill like on the first buff of the game.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen every time for Liyab, but I think if you're willing to play more around him, try and invest some resources, and then continually punish the lane, Kurd can pop off. And we saw the 2 victories where Kurd was able to carry. Once on the Fiora, he had resources invested into him and helped his lane. Second game now, they were able to camp it. So we'll have to see. We're going to go ahead and take a short break, though, unfortunately, Riku.
I'll talk about it later.
It's fine. We'll talk about it later. Our next game is going to be Alpha taking on Resurgence. So don't go anywhere, guys. PCS action resumes after a short break.